Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of Playdate. Today's episode is really special and exciting because I'm interviewing a guest that I actually interviewed 3 years ago on my old podcast. And obviously so much has changed, not in just her journey, but in who she's become along the way. So it's very exciting to sit down with her here today and get to talk about all the things that happened throughout the past few years and just talk about her growth, both personally and professionally. So we're going to give her all her flowers today. Gina, welcome to Playdate, and thank you so much for coming on as a guest. Truly, it's an honor.
I'm so excited to be here again. I love chatting with you. So when you told me about this podcast, of course, 100%. I wanted to be here.
Thank you, man. Yeah. For those of you that don't know Gina, I guess let's put it this way. For people meeting you for the first time, like how would you describe who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I always say I am an online fitness trainer from Toronto, Ontario. I do online training, but I also do social media influencing, a bit of YouTube now as well. So I am very much in the social media influencer space, but I still am doing one-on-one coaching, which is great.
Love that.
Yeah.
I remember you saying back when we first interviewed you on Saint, you were talking about, I guess, like how the whole journey started was that there was a video that blew up overnight.
Yeah.
And it was like 1 million hits or you got 1 million followers, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
How was that for you in terms of like dealing with such rapid growth overnight? And like, how did you kind of navigate that? And like, is that something that kind of, I guess, inspired you to keep going right off the jump? Or was it something that you kind of sat on and then decided to kind of like take the leap?
Yeah. When I had posted that video, there was no thought in my head like, oh, this is what I'm going to try and do now. I'm going to, try and be on social media. That was not the expectation going into it. So when I had woken up that night where I saw that it had hit like, I think 2 million views overnight.
Dude, that's crazy.
Like I posted it the night before, woke up and I was like, oh shit. Like, and it was amazing feedback too. Like just so many girls being like, oh my God, I relate to this. This is so inspiring. I think just seeing all those comments roll in, I was like, okay, I definitely have a story here that people can really relate to. And I decided to push it and go full throttle. And I did always want to go into the fitness space in some way because it changed my life. So that happening was it was a life-changing experience, but I knew I had to like really jump in.
Yeah.
Like all in.
Crazy, dude. The power of social media is absolutely wild. We were literally just talking about it, obviously, but like it truly is so crazy. And like, especially now in today's day and age, like now is the time to capitalize and take advantage of the opportunity literally at our fingertips. And the fact that you didn't even post it to like try and do that is the craziest part to me. Because people like die for that. They're like, oh, I want it. But I think sometimes like the less pressure you put on it and the less you think, oh, this video is going to do well, it's going to go viral, I think the less disappointed you become and the more surprised you become. So I know I obviously said happy birthday when you walked through the door, but your birthday was very recent.
Yes.
Entered your 30s.
Entered my 30s.
Talk to me. How do you feel? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel excited? Like how has the mindset kind of shifted?
I'm honestly so excited. It's funny because I remember in my early 20s, I always thought 30 was so old. Like I was just like, oh my God, like I'm going to like live every moment in my 20s. But now that I'm here and I'm 30, I've realized that like my 20s were really a time of self-discovery and figuring out what I like and what I want to do with my life and who I am as a person and who I want to surround myself with. Like, all of these lessons came into play. And now that I've hit 30, I've hit a point where I'm like, okay, I know exactly who I am right now. I know exactly who I want to spend the rest of my life with, friends, relationships, anyone. Like I just know my people now. And I don't feel like I need to put on a show or I don't feel like I need to impress anyone. Cause like, I'm so content with who I am now that like stepping into my 30s, I'm amped. Like I'm so excited. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, and I hear 30s is the new 20s now.
I was literally about to say that. 30s are the new freaking 20s.
Yeah, like 30, like being 30 is kind of hot. You know what I mean?
It is. Like you have, it's a little bit more sophisticated, you know? You have your life more put together. Like you said, you know your relationships.
Yeah.
I think also we could only hope that like financially we're a little bit more like stable and dependent and just like have a little bit more of a, I guess, area and understanding like what direction we want to take life and what way we want to go in.
Totally.
So yeah, dude, I'm going to be 30 next year. And like, it's not a bad thing. It's just like excited. You said, it's a little scary at first, but yeah, once you approach it, I think it's like, this is kind of nice.
It's cool. Like, it's just, I just feel like it's not like there's like a set day where you're like, oh, I know who I am now. Like, I didn't wake up, you know, yesterday or like on my birthday being like, okay, I know who I am. But it's just over the years, you really develop, like, you really get to understand who you are. Yeah. And I think now that I've hit 30, like, I can confidently say, I feel like I know who I am and like, I'm happy with who I am.
Love that.
And now you get to just live this decade and you know exactly who you are and what you want to do. And that's amazing. It's a great feeling.
A whole new era.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Any plans or goals for 30? Like your years of the 30?
Yeah. I don't know when exactly, but at some point I definitely want a family. Like I want to have kids. I want to be married. Like I want that traditional, you know, family incorporated into my life because that's super important to me. I don't know when exactly, like it could be in a few years. It could be when I'm 38. I don't really know, but I just know that's definitely something I'm really looking forward to at some point in my 30s.
Yeah. Well, you know, you guys heard it here first.
Yeah.
We're manifesting.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's funny too, because like on saying, and we'll get to this a little bit further, but there were some things we talked about that it's just interesting to hear and see how it all came to fruition. So I don't know, maybe it's the podcast or maybe it's just your hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
So I guess speaking of all of that, like you said at the start, you have your vlogging, you do personal coaching, you've done a public speaking panel, you have like membership programs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What has been the most natural evolution for you looking back? Like, what did you kind of fall into first? What was the most comfortable, or like, where did you surprise yourself during building all of this?
Yeah, I think what I really learned during this time is that it's okay to bring on people into something that like you really truly believe in. I was always someone that I felt like I had to do everything by myself and I didn't want to bring anyone on. I didn't trust people. I didn't feel like they could do it the way that I did it.
In the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's very common. Like I think it's very common when you're an entrepreneur, like, cause it's all on you at the end of the day. If anything goes wrong, it's on you. But when you hire a really solid team that like believes in what you believe in just as much, if not even more, and they're willing to help and they're always there and they're willing to learn and like grow and adapt with you, I think that these things can really come to life in a much better way for you, in a sense where it's not as stressful. Like I think with everything going on, the best thing that I've done is hire a team and have people that believe in it just as much as I do. And just, it's okay to ask for help. Realizing that, I think it's tough, right? Because you want to do everything yourself, but when you have extra hands, you have different opinions, you have different brains working on something that you're super passionate about. I think that has really helped me like level things out and not stress too much over everything. And it also gives me more time to create content, for example, and, you know, work towards other things that I have. So having a team is definitely something that helps me navigate all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly so important. And it also like is great because it's people that you also care about and that you can kind of bring up with you along the whole journey. And it's like, I always say this to people. I said it on the last podcast episode I did, is like, what is the point of all of this? What is the point of the money or like the trips, anything, if you can't do it with people that you love and care about and get to like enjoy that with. 100%. So I think that's the best part, honestly, about like having your team and having them come up with you and like just doing the whole thing together. And you're also making crazy memories.
Right. So, exactly. And I want to see them win so badly.
100%.
You know what I mean?
And they want to see you win too.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're all going to win.
Exactly.
How do you like navigate it all with your personal life? Because you do so much in terms of like your professional life. How do you navigate that all with like your personal life and your friendships, your family, you know, relationships, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. It's honestly really hard. I'm not going to lie. I think my friends definitely understand. Understand now that I am not always going to be available. And I think that's why it's so important to surround yourself with the right people, that people that are going to understand that you know, you're working towards something and they're not going to take it personal. You know what I mean? I think even my family understands that now too.
Yeah.
Like I can't go to every single family dinner sometimes because I want to work on something that's really important to me. And it's hard, right? It's hard not being able to attend all of these things, but I think they understand that this is really what I want to do and they respect it, right? Like it's what makes me happy. It's what helps me with so many things in life that like, I feel like surrounding yourself with the right people who understand that you're not going to attend everything is really important. But I always try and have like, usually the weekends, I'm like, okay, I need to, you know, time. Exactly. Spend time with my boyfriend, my friends, my family, FaceTime my parents, for example. Like I always try and find some time, but priorities, you know what I mean? 100%. Like some things are not necessarily worth going to.
Yeah. And you know, at the end of the day too, you're building a future for yourself, you know, and I think the real people in your life who care about you and love you are, like you said, going to understand because like this is your life. Like you're building something for your future family.
Exactly.
Like, so I think it's
also even to just help them, you know what I mean? Like I also support my parents a lot and they understand that, you know, I'm working to also help them. Like I'm working to help so many people in my life. So I think they understand, to be honest with you. And
would you say that's like a motivating force for you?
For sure. Yeah. At the end of the day, I literally do this for my loved ones, like 100%, especially my parents. Just because they worked their ass off to like get me here in Canada, like in the first place. And like, they really like stepped away from their life to create the best life possible for us. So
parents, man, what would we do without them? Genuinely, we wouldn't be here. First of all,
I know. It's
but
true.
also, just to like repay them in that type of love is so special.
It's the best feeling.
Yeah.
Best feeling.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Heavy. My dad, he's always been like very much a hard ass.
Okay.
Growing up was just like, he would never specifically say you're not doing good enough, but I don't think he's ever really given me my flowers either.
Right.
So I think my biggest ambition in life is to make him proud. Is to like show him that all the time and money and effort he ever like invested to like help me in my path and in my career and to grow, to do the things I love to do and sacrifice things for me. Like, of course, all we want to do is just like repay them that favor. Totally. It's like the best feeling in the world.
It really is. No, it really is. I agree.
Yeah. So I guess you were talking about relationship, obviously. Jeff, it's great because he also is into fitness. He has his own things going on. Yeah. And obviously like based on social media and whatnot, like very ambitious. How would you say that like having a partner who shares that same lifestyle as you has influenced you both in your professional and your personal growth?
Yeah, I think honestly, I can't even picture dating someone not in this space. You know what I mean? Like I think it has made my life a lot easier in a sense where he kind of just understands everything that I kind of go through. He has the same lifestyle as me. So like the things that I like to do, he likes to do and we get to do it together.
So key.
You know, like
so key.
It just goes hand in hand and it feels so comfortable and it feels like we're both working. Like we both work separately, but we're both working towards an amazing life together. You know what I mean? And I think that is the most motivating thing. And he's a super motivating partner, to be honest. Like if I see him working all night, for example, I'm like, fuck, like I better start working tomorrow morning or something.
That's the best is like when you have a partner who pushes you to 100%. Be better without even having to like try. Yeah. You know, I think that's really the key to life is like, that's when you know you found the right partner or a good partner is like, totally. You don't feel like you want to kind of slack off. Yeah. It's like you actually feel more encouraged and more motivated to actually push and be the 100%. Best version of yourself you could be.
Totally.
Yeah. Cause I can honestly say I've been in relationships where I felt like I had that for a moment and then I definitely slacked off. I got lost in the sauce.
Right. It
got lost in the sauce,
you know? Happens.
But it truly is a beautiful thing when you do find someone that like the goals align and the motivation aligns and like the lifestyle and just like the fact that you guys are both into fitness to begin with is like so huge.
Totally.
You know?
Totally. It's like, I know that fitness is going to be something that I try and incorporate for the rest of my life. And it's just as important to him. So it works. It definitely works.
That's nice. Yeah. Do you guys have any like future collaborative creative projects you're working on? You don't have to share details if you do, but like, do you guys have anything going on together?
Honestly, we haven't really thought of anything. Yeah. Oh, you know what? No, we do have something.
Okay.
Yeah. It actually, okay, it's kind of recent, but I really want to open up a gym. Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It was super recent.
Wait, that's
thought.
so sick.
Yeah. With the situation in Toronto, it's really hard to film here, like in any gym. So
you're
I was
saying
like,
as like a content creator?
Yeah. Like no tripods.
Oh.
Yeah. No filming.
How do you film?
I put it on a foam roller.
No way.
Yeah. Because apparently that's okay.
Idea. Yeah.
That's okay. But a tripod's not okay. Which I don't know.
Very interesting.
Rules,
okay.
But
is that like a Ontario thing or that's like a gym specific thing?
My home gym. But most gyms do not allow tripods in the city.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. So it has definitely like caused a lot of issues with my content because I would love to film more gym stuff. So I was like, why not just have a gym and my own gym, invest into something?
Perfect.
Okay. I mean, it's not that easy for people, but
no,
you know what I mean?
Listen, if you have a dream, you're going to chase it and do what you can. Like the motto for 2026 is find a way.
Totally. And I know I'll use it every day. And then I was talking to Jeff recently and he wants to also be a part of it as well, which is great. So I think we're both going to do it together and
so sick.
Hopefully get it done by the end of the year.
Dude,
hopefully.
Unreal. You're gonna open it downtown?
No. So downtown's way too expensive, not gonna lie. Yeah. We'll probably go somewhere, maybe like Etobicoke, maybe.
Shout out Etobicoke.
Yeah. I love Park Lawn area too.
That's literally where I live. I'll come.
Yeah. No, you're more than welcome. But
that's so sick. Congratulations. I don't want to jinx it, but like that's crazy.
Fingers crossed.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It'll definitely happen, man.
I think so.
You'll do what it takes to like get there. You know?
Yeah. I just know it'll help both of us so much. So why not just dive in?
And I think just even personally, you guys have built both such a great community that I think people would love to come and work out at your gym. And I know it's going to be a sick gym.
Oh yeah. The lighting's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Influencer friendly. You could set up your tripod.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. That's nice. That's really good.
I'm amped.
I know you guys obviously did like the High Rocks race.
Yes.
Super sick.
Yeah.
Your first one was with Steph, right? Or was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Walk us through what it was like training and prepping for that. Cause I know a lot of people have that on their bingo card this year.
Totally.
And like, I think people are trying to like really bring that to life.
Yeah.
Given like whether you've started working out or not, whether you're a big person in the gym or not, like how do you prep for something like that?
Yeah. I think for my first race, I gave myself like, I think it was like 9 to 12 weeks of just strictly training high rocks as much as possible. Obviously the strength portion is really important because you got to be strong enough to like push the sleds and all that. But it's a lot of endurance. It's a lot of running. It's a lot of like ski erg work, jumping around. Like it's very high intensity. Yeah. It's a lot. But you know, I think honestly, like people might say otherwise, but I do find with high rocks, yes, it is really important to get yourself conditioned for the race, but I really think it's a mental game. Like I really think it's like a mental thing because I prepped, I would say for my first race, but I don't think I prepped like the best I possibly could have.
Yeah.
But in the race, I just remember telling myself like push harder. And it honestly got me through it. Like any sort of race I've done up to this point, I find personally like it was just me mentally telling myself to push harder, go faster, and that's what helps me. Like I think yes, you have to be conditioned to do these things. Of course, you can't just do a high rocks race tomorrow and have never, done the ski erg before.
Yeah.
But like I think when you really put your mind into something and you're like, okay, I really need to just finish this, and I know going into it is going to hurt. Like I was hurting the entire race. I was hurting, but it's like, that's what I signed myself up for. Yeah. Like I know it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
So just push through it, finish it, and do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think a toxic trait is like, I think I could do it, but
you 100% could do it.
If I have the right mindset.
Totally.
I
do think as well with high rocks though, on social media, it looks extremely intimidating. Like there are some intense videos I've seen. I'm like, okay, I do not remember thinking these things, but I guess to each their own. Everyone is different, but I just have found with social media, it makes it look like people make it look a lot more intimidating than what it is. And it's all about like, what time did you get? And this and that. But the biggest accomplishment is you finishing
you
it.
Just did it. Yeah. Honestly, it just looks fun.
It's so much fun.
And it's sick because it's a challenge for yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
You're competing with yourself.
Yeah.
There's no one else around really. Like,
that's sick. It reminds me of like gym class back in the day.
Exactly.
You're just like doing shit to do shit, and it's fun and it's challenge and like
just have fun with it. Like, don't 100%. Be all serious. You know?
Don't be all serious, bro. Don't take life so seriously.
Yeah, just have fun.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's funny because I remember seeing on your stories like a while back too, where you're like, bro, I hate running.
Yeah.
Not a runner. And then next thing I know, you're running and you're doing it.
Yeah. And I love it now.
Okay. So was there a time where you would say like, instead of having that mindset of like, you felt like you had to run, that you now like have chose to run? Like you wake up and you're looking forward to, like, was there a shift that you like clocked?
Totally. So when I saw Jeff do his first High Rocks race, obviously I saw that there was a lot of running in it, but like I was like, fuck, but the stations looked really fun to me. I was like, wow, I feel like I could do this, but I know I have to work on my running. So I took the time to really work on it. And throughout the process of me learning how to like, even getting my form down when it comes to running, I had so much fun and it was really therapeutic. And it became this thing that I was doing in the summer where like, it was just it's the best when like the sun is out, everyone is running, like everyone's good vibes. It started getting like super therapeutic for me. Really? Like if I had a really stressful day, I was like, okay, I'm just going to run for like half an hour. And I feel so good after finishing it. And then I would sign myself up for some races. Like I did a 5K, then I did a 10K. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Because it's like you're forcing yourself to train for it. Right. Yeah. So like I just signed myself up and like, I just started enjoying it more and more and more. And it started getting really therapeutic, and it sucks now because the weather's shit. So
the treadmill doesn't compare.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
I honestly, like I tried running last year. I was going through some shit as one usually does, you know? Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me try it out. And I did it 2 days in a row, and I used like the Nike training app. Yeah. Felt so sick. I was like, wow, like I'm really out here doing this shit. I had like those sunglasses on everyone wears. I felt sick. Right. I liked it. It was fun, but like my endurance sucks. Like, I don't know. Do you just have to keep doing it every day and just like, that's how you train for it? Like, how do you get, I don't know. I get cramps. Totally. I run out of breath. Like, how do you?
Yeah, no, there's so much to running. And even like it comes down to like also how you're fueling, right? Like I always find with cramping, like you need to make sure you have enough water before, right? That's the biggest thing. It happens. It honestly happens to me all the time where I start cramping, but I know it's because I didn't have enough water.
I always thought, okay, it's gonna sound stupid.
No, it's okay.
I'm not a fitness girl. You know, I just started going to the gym consistently this year, literally 2026. I always thought that drinking water, like too much water prior, is what gave me the cramps.
Okay,
so that's false. I made that up.
False. Yeah, like don't have it right before the run. Okay, you know what I mean. Okay. Give yourself like half an hour until you get back into it.
That's where I would go wrong.
Carbs too
before a run.
Yeah. Huh. Yes. Have like, I sometimes have like a piece of toast with honey, like a half an hour before.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So the timing is important.
Yes.
Cause sometimes I would drink the water prior to a run. Cause I'm like, I gotta hydrate obviously, but that's me literally chugging it before I leave the door.
Yeah. No. Have some before, have like electrolytes. I've been
running wrong. Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
You got this. It comes down to the fuel, but.
Okay. That does make sense. Yeah. And then slowly but surely is like the endurance just picks up, like stamina.
Yeah, you got it. Stamina. You got it. But one thing I always tell like new clients that get into running is where you do this thing where you run for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter what pace, just run for 2 minutes straight, and then take a break. So you could take like, I would say nothing over 2 minutes. Okay. No, sorry. You take a break for as long as you need. Okay. As long as you need until you get yourself back into running. But every time you get back into the run for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes.
No matter what pace.
No matter what pace, just run for 2 minutes and go up to 20 minutes of doing that. Okay. So then the next time you go and do that, okay, maybe I'm going to try and run for 2 minutes and a half, or I'm going to take less of a break this time around. So you're kind of like progressively overloading in a sense.
Playing with intervals a little bit.
Yeah. But with running. So every time you go a little more, or every time you take a break a little bit less. And I find that has really helped with endurance.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Try that.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. And it's nice too, because I know before you used to say like Jeff was into running.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things too, like one, it pushes you, but also like you are who you surround yourself with, right? So it's just like naturally it's just gonna make you want to do the same thing. Totally. And it's fun to do together.
Yeah. He was doing like all these run clubs and stuff, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go.
I gotta do it.
I need to know, like, I need to look like I know what I'm doing. So like, yeah, he actually really helped me get into running as well.
So, bro.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there. Love that type of relationship, man.
No, totally.
Okay. Wanted to talk Gymshark, which we see she's repping the Gymshark today. Crazy, because and this is what I was talking about prior at the beginning of the interview when I was like, we'll get into it later. But like when we first interviewed you on Saint, you were just like, you had just talked about how you were like manifesting for so long to work with Gymshark, and literally right before we interviewed you, like I think you had just gotten like a deal with them.
Yeah.
Crazy, first of all. For also, side note, manifestation, I feel like we're gonna go on a tangent here.
But like, you're good.
Manifestation is such a crazy thing. Totally. Like I think people who aren't into like spirituality or just even the concept of manifestation, it's just like, you guys are crazy. Like you're just saying stuff out loud and writing things down, hoping it comes true. And like, obviously there's some truth to that. We're like, of course we're going to speak out into existence what we want to possess, who we want to be, and like write those things down. But also I think the main thing is like intention and like the action that follows that. And naturally everything just comes to fruition, you know?
For sure.
So crazy. I feel like you manifest the shit out of that. But in regards to that, like what does that accomplishment mean to you on like a deeper level?
It's insane, because I think when we had our last interview, I think I was like working with them, but I wasn't an athlete yet. And so they have like, it's kind of so like a tier system.
So at the time we interviewed, you weren't an athlete yet, or are you just working with them?
I was working with them, but I wasn't like a Gymshark athlete.
Shit, that's crazy. Yeah. I'm telling you, crazy stuff happens on the
crazy. But the one thing I really manifested was becoming a Gymshark athlete, not just working with them, not doing like a partnership. Like I really wanted to be an athlete, and it took some time for sure. But I still can't even believe it, because I remember when I was first getting into fitness, like I was like the biggest Gymshark fan. Like all my clothes were Gymshark, and I would watch Gymshark athletes on YouTube all the time and be like, oh my God, like they probably have like the sickest life and all that. But like to be sitting here and be like saying I'm a Gymshark athlete now, it's absolutely insane. Like I still, I just became an athlete, I think, last January. I was like an official athlete, and I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever freaking experienced.
How would you say like that process was in terms of like manifesting that? Like what were some of the things you thought and did to like get yourself there?
I just did what I was doing, and I just did it consistently, where I, posted consistently as much as I possibly could.
In Gymshark.
Yeah, of course. And that wasn't even hard for me, right? Because I was always in it. I was always wearing it. I genuinely liked their clothes. Yeah. So I just, showed my appreciation to the brand consistently. And I think even just trying to go to like all the events that they had and just being there. But I think it really just came down to like how hard I ride for Gymshark. Like when I first started all of this, like I was in Gymshark. I wasn't even exclusive at a certain point, but I still only rocked Gymshark. So it's like I just showed my dedication, and I genuinely love the brand. Like not just the clothing, but just the team and the people I get to work with and the people I've gotten to meet. That like, I don't know, I guess they saw that I was pretty consistent. But
dude, that's so special.
It was amazing. That's a great really feeling.
Special. Yeah. Do you ever feel like you get like imposter syndrome?
Oh my God, all the time.
Yeah?
All the time.
How do you deal with that?
Like I kind of just talk myself out of it, and I'm like, listen, like this is your life now, and like you kind of just have to accept it. And I think I've gotten a lot better with that. And like I said, I know who I am. I know 100%. Like, but there are moments where I'm like, I still can't believe that this is real. Like I still can't believe this is my life. Like I really can't, because I didn't go into it being like, this is what I want to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just kind of happened, and I'm still trying to, navigate through it.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts. also speaking of that, like around that time when we interviewed you, you also had, I think it was like 100-something K followers. And now you've built yourself a whole online community and such a big social presence. And now you're almost at like a mil, which is such an accomplishment. Like, dude, that's insane.
Thank you.
Consistency, grit, like it truly does all pay off. Totally. But like, besides consistency, what would you say was like the main driving force to like get you to where you are now?
I think, honestly, I didn't go into it being like, okay, I need to hit this amount of followers or I need to keep growing. I just honestly was like, okay, I want a community of people to like relate to me and like see that I'm just a normal human being that like really likes fitness and really likes educating people. And I just want to show that online. And I think it is just so natural for me to like hop on camera, talk to my community. Like it is just a very natural thing and I don't force it in any way. And yeah, I think it's just, I want to help more people like in the world, to be honest, and help more women and show them that, you know, you can make a crazy transformation or you can get to your fat loss goals if you really push. And, you know, my job is to inspire and motivate. And I think that really resonates with people for sure.
Love that. I also want to add to that. Me personally, like just watching your content, I see how authentic you are.
Thank you.
And like, you're true to yourself and you keep it real as shit. Like, get your ass up, go to the gym, like clock in.
Totally.
No excuses. You know what I'm saying? And I think people need that push every now and then, but I think it's because you're so yourself online. I think that's why people resonate with you so much. And I think besides consistency, I would say like as like an audience watching you, I think that's like why I'm like so kind of in awe from your content. It's like, yeah, like she knows what she's talking about.
Right.
And Buddy's not playing around. Like straight up. Bro, I swear sometimes I'm actually in my bed and I see your shit and you're like, clock in. I'm like, hey,
I gotta go.
No, I swear to God. And I go to the gym. Like, I swear.
I love that. That's the goal.
So yeah, definitely being authentic gets you so far, truly. For sure. And then you also like, you get yourself a loyal band of like a community.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I would rather have a bunch of people who actually like rock with me for being myself and like actually care about the things I'm putting out than like people that don't. You know what I mean? You're just attracting the people that kind of are like you in a sense or who aspire to be like you. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about social media is that you can bring people together for like a good purpose.
Totally. Totally. I love that.
So on that note, I guess too, like because you are so yourself online, I do know you post stories a lot about, for example, like just your days, whether you're going through like a funk or you're having phases not going to the gym or like period cramps, whatever it is, like you're so yourself. Like, is there, and you don't have to like talk about it if it's something super personal, but is there anything that you struggle with that's like obviously like during this fitness journey for you, like something you struggled with behind the camera that maybe people don't really know about that, you know, makes you human?
Honestly, I think that was a really good question. No, I think if anything, maybe recently, my parents actually moved to Egypt.
Okay.
Recently.
That was a recent move.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I've just been still trying to kind of navigate that. It's really weird, like not having your parents here. You know what I mean? When you're used to having them like your whole life, like literally your entire life you've had them. And then them kind of recently moving, which I totally ship, by the way. Like I know they're so happy and they deserve it. Totally. But I think just like kind of navigating that and like actually becoming an adult, like a real adult, your parents are not here.
Can't depend on them.
Like nothing. No. And you know, I've been pretty independent for a while, but I think just not having them around is so different now. And I think that's something like I have been kind of navigating behind the scenes. I've shared a bit of it obviously, but I don't think people like really know how like crazy that is for me just because it's so different than what I'm used to. But you know, it's getting better every day. I talk to them all the time, every day, but it's definitely something I'm trying to navigate, like just not having my family here.
Crazy. Yeah. Is your sister still here?
Yeah, she's here. My brother's here as well, which is great.
Brother?
Yeah, older brother.
No idea. See, we learned something new.
Exactly.
You know, I can't relate to the fullest extent because my parents haven't made the move, but they've been talking about for years, like buying a place in Portugal and like moving out there, and they've been so serious. Like they've went out there to like look at places multiple times. So it's just like the concept of having your parents not be here with you on the reg.
Yeah.
And like
what's happening?
Yeah. You can't just go visit them. Like it's just time difference is also crazy. You can't always chat with them when it's convenient. And it's just like,
it's just different.
It's
like,
just different.
So
different. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. It's honestly. Like you're really adulting now. You know what I mean? And
you're in the shit. You're 30 now.
Exactly. But
love that. Okay. Yeah. Also random, but like what's your go-to workout music?
Ooh. What is my go-to workout music? Okay, 50 Cent.
Ooh.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
G-Unit. Like throwback 50 Cent. That's I'm all
That's
up
your
in
jam?
That. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Try it, honestly.
Super hard, yeah.
You'll get a good workout in.
He's in, I have a, oh my God. Not Window Shopper. What's the song? Is it? Damn,
Candy
all I need is a little bit.
That's Candy
Shop,
right?
of this and a, no.
Wait, no. Wait, what's it called?
Many Men? No. Tiger, help us out.
Little Bit.
It's called Little Bit. Okay, there you go. You have it.
Little
bit, just a little bit. Yeah, no, that's my jam. That's on my workout playlist. I'm definitely, would you say that's like your main 50 Cent?
Yeah.
Or like, do you dabble in some other stuff?
No, I definitely dabble in some other stuff.
Okay.
Like I love Drake.
Yeah.
Not
Drake,
gonna lie.
Drake gets the blood pumping.
Yeah. Any sort of Drake.
Yeah.
I like rap. Like I just.
Me too.
Yeah. Like hard rap. Sometimes I like grime. Like I don't know any of the grime artists at all, but I'll just type in grime. Man. Yeah.
So good. Like I like anything that screams at me.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I like grunge hip hop and grunge like rap.
Yeah.
I tried working out to slow music.
I've done that.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like, I recently just started doing it a couple of times, but that's because your girl was going through it. So it was good at the time. But like as an overall thing, I know some people do actually really enjoy it. And I'm like, I can't, like it does not pump me up.
No.
I need something to gas me up in there.
Totally agree. I think what people do with slow music is that like if they're doing like really slow tempo control, like where they're like doing a really slow squat or something. It's just strength. It has to be strength training. You can't be doing that to hit or like, you know what I mean?
No, there's
like,
no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
That's crazy.
Sometimes a little EDM in there too. I might like throw in the odd time.
Okay.
I say like 10% EDM.
A lot of people say that actually.
Yeah, it's not bad, especially on a nice sunny day.
Yeah, I could see
it
that.
hits different for sure. It just brings me back to like summer, and then you think about that summer bod, and then it's like, oh, it just keeps going.
Totally.
So I guess to get more into like the health and wellness side of things, what is your thoughts on like balance, sustainability, and like enjoyment with food? Like I know there's obviously like things to consider, like dieting, cheat days. Like how do you maintain a healthy relationship with food?
Yeah, I think I have now hit a point where I have a really, really healthy relationship with food, and I'm not on any sort of diet. I don't track anything. Like I eat very intuitively, but it's because I spent the time to lock the fuck in on nutrition. Like I spent time tracking. I spent time being in a caloric deficit. I spent time understanding how I can, let's say, lose fat. I understand like what my maintenance is. I think intuitive eating is like the best way to do it, obviously. And I think with any client that I get, for example, the goal is to get them to a point where they can intuitively eat. You can eat whatever you want. But if you are, someone that's trying to lose weight, for example, you have to go through a period of time where, you should track. Like you should track what you're eating, not out of something to make you feel bad, but just to be aware. Like be aware of how much you're eating. 100%. I think that's super important. And you will eventually get to a point where you can have, whatever you want necessarily, but you're going to hit a point where you're used to eating pretty clean. You're used to eating pretty healthy. And when you start eating all this junk, you're not going to feel good. Like you physically do not feel good after going through a period of time where you're eating clean. And I think also people tend to neglect this, is that you don't really see the benefits to clean eating and healthy eating until you've gone a long period of time with doing it.
Yeah.
You notice your energy levels are so much better throughout the day. You feel more alive, your skin's better, your hair feels better. There's so many benefits to it, but you'll only see that stuff when you've gone a long period of, eating relatively clean.
Consistently.
Yeah. But I never want to say, don't have the burger, don't have the pizza. Once in a while, those things are totally fine. You can absolutely have those things, but don't have the whole pie of pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a couple slices with like a side of a salad, for example.
Yeah.
Don't have the whole
Balance
pie.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also good to note too, like you said, like not to make you feel bad about yourself, but also like you got to keep track of your progress to also know what you're going to be working in the gym, for example, or just know where you're at in terms of like weight loss. And it's like the same concept of like, this is a hard lesson I had to learn, but money. It's like you can't avoid checking your bank account.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? You have to know what's in there in order to make progress, in order to pay your debts, in order to like, you just got to know for so many obvious reasons.
Totally.
It's like the same
See
thing.
Where you're at.
Yeah.
Like,
it's healthy.
It could be one thing that like could change everything. Like you could just be like 200 grams over your carbs. I mean, that's a lot, but like that could be it. And now you know, okay, this is what I need to focus on to get to my goals.
100%.
So,
okay, fire.
Yeah.
Love that. Biggest misconception about fitness or fat loss?
I think the biggest misconception with fat loss is that it takes like, I think people think with fat loss that it doesn't take time, because I think with social media, you know, you see a before and after photo and you think that it took maybe 3 months, or someone said, oh, this took me 3 months, but you really don't know what they were doing to get there.
Facts.
You really don't know. Like there's some crazy shit now, you know what I mean? To get you as skinny as possible. And I think people don't like to hear, so even for me, when I tell people like, when I really transformed, it took me 4 years of being very consistent. And that's with me doing it very sustainably, you know, eating enough food, just moving my body more. I think people think that, you know, you should be seeing results faster. It's been like maybe 2-3 months and people expect these crazy changes after that time, but you might not see shit.
Yeah.
Like at that point, you might not see anything, and you might feel a difference. You might feel like physically more energized, but I think people just are so quick to assume that, you know, you're supposed to see results like every single week.
Yeah.
And that's just not the case at all, if you want to do it sustainably.
100%. And I think also too with social media now, like there's so many content creators who are just so quick to be like, if you want to grow your glutes in like 3 weeks, try this exercise. And it's like, dude, it's not going to work like that unless you have the craziest metabolism in the world and you've already been eating your proper protein intake and whatever, possibly sure, but like highly unlikely. You know?
No shot. Like
4 years is a long time, and I think people just don't like to hear it.
Yeah, because
it takes time, and
it's crazy.
They want it now.
Yeah.
I like that, brother.
And I think the biggest thing too, it's like I always wonder, I'm like, let's say, you know, you got the results that you wanted in 2 months time. What now? Like, are you going to go back to your shit? You know what I mean?
So true.
Like, you know, you have to develop this lifestyle to maintain it.
Where do you go from there?
Yeah. Like, are you just going to...
So true. I never even thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what do you do when you hit the goal?
Yeah. I don't get it. It's like people are like, okay, I'm going to eat clean for like 4 months. I'm going to get super fit. I'm going to go to the gym every day, and then I'm going to be fit. And then it's like, okay, let's say you get there. Are you going to like maintain this? Like if you want to maintain it, you still have to keep going. You know what I mean? So I don't think people realize that sometimes.
Yeah. Something you don't think about.
Yeah.
So true. Okay. Next question.
All right.
So this is one that I personally wanted to ask because I know you talk about this a lot. Some people would say that motivation is what pushes them, but obviously we all know you're very big on discipline. How would you explain the difference in a way that actually helps someone show up on the hard days? And how do you deal with the phases of not wanting to go to the gym?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think with motivation specifically, I think it has like an expiry date. I feel like, you know, it's a feeling that you get after maybe seeing a post online, watching a video, but it just doesn't last. It's not going to take you through your journey. And I think, you know, when it comes to like getting in shape, it's not necessarily an easy thing. You know what I mean? It takes
not at all.
a lot of work to
Mental
get there.
Work, physical work. Yeah,
totally. And I think you kind of just have to accept that if that's what you want, if that's where you want to get to, you have to be willing to put in the work. But every day is not going to feel great. Like you are not going to want to go to the gym every day. Like even today, I really, really did not want to go, but I was just like, hey, like I know that I've accepted that there are going to be days like this. And those are the days that really matter the most. The days where I'm just feeling a little tired and sluggish and I don't want to do anything. that's when I know I'm like, okay, I actually have to go, because if I listen to these thoughts and like accept that, oh, I'm tired, that I'm just going to go fall back 100%. Into that every single day.
100%.
So it's like, okay, I just got to push myself and I just got to go, because I know that this is my goal and I know that this is going to help me. I know it's only going to take an hour out of my day to move my body, and then I'm done. Yeah. And 9 out of 10 times after I finish a workout, I feel amazing.
100%. And sometimes those are the best workouts. And also you will never regret going to the gym. Like truly you feel so good after, mentally, physically, all that stuff. And it's just like, also just proud at the fact you didn't want to go and you got yourself up. Like give yourself a pat on the back.
Totally.
Because, bro, it takes grit. It takes discipline. And I think discipline is such a hard thing to instill in yourself, that when you finally do something that requires discipline, you actually do the thing, it feels so rewarding, you know?
Your confidence just skyrockets, because you're like, okay, I did what I said I was going to do. And you just feel more confident and you trust yourself a lot more.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And like you said, like motivation is what kind of inspires you, but the discipline is what's actually going to get you there.
Exactly.
Huge difference. Honestly, ever since we did that episode, I swear that has always stuck with me. I'm like, yo, she's actually right. She's right. I swear, dude, because like you're right. Like motivation will only get you so far.
Yeah.
Discipline is where the real work lies.
Totally,
it genuinely stuck with me. I resonated with it a lot after. I'm like, yeah, like motivation's kind of bullshit.
It really is.
Like
it really
for
is.
real.
Yeah.
And then how would you say, I guess, on the days, what's like your limit of like the days where like you really don't want to show up? How do you accept that? And like, what are those things that maybe do you find acceptable for yourself in your case, that like, okay, I'm going to give myself this day to just chill out and like give myself some grace and not go? What do those days look like for you?
Honestly, like I'm relatively very consistent, I would say. I think those days where I really don't feel like going and my body's not feeling it, sometimes I'll still go and just like walk on the treadmill and do something light.
Okay.
But there are days, specifically like my time of month, where I just cannot go. Like there's no way.
So fair though, dude. Yeah. So fair. You're human.
Yeah. There's just no way in hell. And like, I always listen to my body. Like there are some times where I am able to go and do something light, but if my body does not feel good, like I physically do not feel good, I'm mentally not fully there, I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm just not going to go today. If anything, I'll do a light walk. I'll walk my dog a little bit longer that day.
So you compensate for it at least.
Yeah. Just get some movement in, just get some more steps. But I think it's really, really important to not like guilt yourself if you physically cannot go. 'Cause even I always get DMs from girls being like, I'm so sick, I can't clock in today. Like, I just can't do anything. I'm like, if you're sick, like, just, it's okay. But just try again when you feel better. Like when you feel solid, just try again. Yeah. It's always important not to guilt yourself through it. 'Cause like, that's not a cycle you want to be on.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
It sticks with you.
Totally.
And sometimes you fall down a rabbit hole too. It's like if you miss maybe 2 days in a row, it's like you lose that spark to actually go back.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I've already missed 2 days. Like, what's the harm in missing maybe a third, you know? And then you just keep going down. Trickles down, ripple effect.
Totally.
Speaking of like those days, what does a day in the life look like for you? Like, when do you wake up? What do you do? Like, is it like you wake up, eat breakfast, go to the gym, like a typical day? Do you work first? Like, what does the day in the life for Gina look like?
Yeah. You know what? Typically it's like pretty boring. Like I don't really
maybe
have,
you, honestly.
I mean, I don't know. Like I don't do it. Like I'll have like things here and there, but most of the time I wake up, and I just do work on my computer. I just do client work, up until like breakfast, where I'll have a meal and then I'll just work more. I'll film content, for example, for that day. And then I go to the gym at around like 11:30 noon-ish, because I find that's when it's like most dead.
Yeah.
But then after the gym, I'm on my computer again up until like 6, 7, and then dinner.
Damn.
Like it's so basic.
Work.
Yeah. It's a lot of computer work, honestly. Like,
do you enjoy it, or is it kind of like that's the part that's more so a little bit of a task for you?
Honestly, I love it. I love working from home and like in my space.
So good.
Yeah.
Especially when you set it up nice.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. Like, it's just,
it really is a luxury.
Totally.
Yeah. It really is. That's what I'm saying. Maybe to you it seems boring, but I think to others they're like, damn, like, yeah, I wish I could just wake up and chill on my laptop and do work and whatever, and have the luxury to go to the gym. And like, I know when I wasn't working from home, it was like, dude, I'd kill for life like that. Now I do work from home, but like at the time, it was just, I would do anything.
Yeah, that's so fair to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually,
I don't think it's boring at all. But I think it's because it's such a regular thing for you and such a routine that it might seem like it feels like another day we wake up, we do it again, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah. So no, you rock.
Thank you.
Your routine rocks.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see what else I got on the roster.
Amazing.
We're just whipping through like questions now, you know, before it was like more chatting and all that stuff. But okay. What advice would you give to someone who is ready to start their fitness journey but doesn't know where to start or is too overwhelmed or too intimidated?
I think my best piece of advice is definitely to start small, because it's very common for someone to start their fitness journey and like have all of these goals that they want to do. Like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym 6 times a week. I'm going to eat healthy for every single meal. I'm going to get my steps in. I'm going to, you know, do all these things, and they just pile all their goals a little bit too quickly, and it just gets super overwhelming. And 9 out of 10 times they give up because it just is too much.
I can attest because I've been that person.
Me too. Honestly, same. And it happens all the time. And I think my biggest piece of advice is just kind of like start small. Have one goal a week that you really want to focus on. So like, let's say if you're starting on Monday, okay, Monday, I'm going to make sure that every day this week, I'm going to have a really healthy breakfast and I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week.
Fire.
It's pretty realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't overwhelm yourself with too many things, or going to the gym every single day, or like going to the gym twice a day. I've heard that too. Start small, have one goal every week, and then just stack up the goals. So like, okay, that week you ate really clean. Next week, we're going to focus on getting enough sleep, for example, getting 8 hours every single night. Have one goal every week and then just stack.
Okay. And naturally they just kind of become like part of your routine. Okay. So I guess to follow up with that, just because I saw a video this week, actually, it just reminded me of what you said in like the gym aspect and like weights, but in terms of building your muscle, because I'm new to the gym. Like I'm not new. I've been going for a few years, but it's just been like consistent phases and then inconsistent phases, whatever. Now we're locking in for real.
Love it.
But no, so when you go to the gym, when would you say it is appropriate time to up your weights? Because for example, what I've been doing recently, I don't know if this is correct or not, but I have been lifting a certain amount and I'll do like 10 to 12 reps.
Okay.
And then the next time I go in, if I feel comfortable with that, I start upping it and I start like, I'll go up maybe like 5 to 10 pounds and I'll do like 6 to 8 reps. Yeah. Is that how you do it?
Honestly.
And then you keep going until you're comfortable with like 10 to 12 of those. And then the next you lift it up and then you go 6 to 8 and then 10 to 12 when you're comfortable. Like,
so it's not, that's not wrong at all, right? Like I wouldn't say it's wrong. What I always suggest for my clients personally is, let's say you're hip thrusting 120 pounds one week for 12 reps. The next week, what you want to do, because instead of jumping into weights a little bit too quickly, what you can always do is increase the amount of reps that you're doing. So instead of 12, you're going to do that same weight for 15. Okay. And then after those 2 weeks, now we're going to start increasing the weight. So maybe anything between, I always say 2.5 to 5 pounds. Okay. For a new, gym goer, for example. Then you try that weight with 12 reps, a little bit more, because you're only increasing 2.5 to 5, a little bit more for 12 reps. If that feels good, the following week, you're going to do that 15 reps again. I think with progressive overload, a lot of people think that it's only increasing the amount of weight that you're doing, but what progressive overload really is, it's like you're challenging that muscle more than you did last week, right? It could be more reps. It could be your tempo is a lot slower when you're doing the movement. It could be
holding at the top of the
holding at the top, pulsing. It could be anything that makes it harder than last week. Because sometimes I have clients that they're like, I just cannot lift heavier than I did last week. And I'm like, okay, just do more reps. Yeah. Because you're still challenging it more. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What you're doing is not wrong. If you can lift more, do it.
Yeah. I saw a video on that last week. I was like, you know what? Like I've been kind of like chilling at the same way, and I was doing what you were talking about. Right. But then I saw that, I was like, that could make sense too. Like once you get comfortable, like amp up the weight a bit. But totally. Okay. Yeah. Okay, noted. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. But next question would be, any advice for aspiring entrepreneurs, and what is something that you wish someone had told you earlier on?
Ooh, I think
that's a 2-part question. We'll answer those one at a time.
No, you're good. I think my biggest piece of advice for entrepreneurs is just like, I think I've even said this to you before, but like, you really cannot give a fuck about what anyone thinks, because when you put yourself out on social media, you are going to get a lot of people making fun of you, thinking, what is this girl doing? What is this guy doing? And you really have to tune that out. Like, there are a lot of people that wish that they could do that, but aren't able to do it, or don't have the, confidence to do it. And they're going to tear people down that do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think the biggest thing, and something even I wish someone did tell me, is just tune that stuff out, because one of my biggest regrets is not doing this earlier in my life. Like, I wish I started when I was like 21, 22, like in the midst of really my fitness journey when I was younger. And the biggest thing that was stopping me was judgment from other people.
Yeah, huge.
Biggest thing. Like, I knew people were judging me. I knew people from like high school were probably thinking things, and like, I just knew that was happening. So I stalled, and I waited until the COVID pandemic, when we were locked up and we weren't seeing anybody. You know what I mean? So just tune it all out. If this is something that you truly believe in and you see the vision, just push through. And if people are going to make fun of you, then they're not people you want in your life 100%. Ever.
And it doesn't matter what people think at the end of the day. Like, dude, like I said earlier on, like, you're building a life for you and your future.
Exactly.
And those people are just mad they're not doing anything with their lives. Exactly. Like, that's it. Like, the people that actually have the time to comment and to make a fool out of themselves and be a bully online, like, genuinely, they're the type of people that don't have any sort of, like, I don't want to say passion, but like nothing that they're clearly working towards, that they have the actual time and mindset to hurt somebody that does. You know?
Totally.
It's so sad, because
it really is.
It doesn't have to be that way. There's so many trolls online, man.
I know.
It's actually insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But you tune it out.
Yeah.
Tune it out.
Okay. That's a good piece of advice for sure. Yeah. Like, truly, like, chase your dreams. Like, anything, like we literally were talking about before the episode, like, anything you want to do in this world, you can. Like, the world really is your oyster. And again, with social media and like our phones to our advantage, you can do anything you want. You just have to be consistent and like dedicated and disciplined.
Totally.
Like, truly. So, fire. Okay. Yeah. So before we wrap up, I wanted to end the same way that I ended most, if not every episode on Saint, which was basically, through all the highs and lows and the quiet moments of hardship and adversity, like, what is one of the biggest life lessons that you still carry on with you today?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a fully loaded one, huh?
Yeah. Life lesson. I think, let me think about this one.
Yeah, no, take your time. And if you have more than one and you're just like kind of want to wrap it through it, you can too. But something that really sticks with you.
No, I think it kind of wraps this whole podcast. And I think it's mainly just like really believing in your vision and what you want to do. And I feel like it is so important to not let your life go and think, oh, I wish I started this. I wish I did this. Like, I think that's something that used to haunt me all the time. And I think I never really thought like any of this was possible. I really, really didn't. Like, I'm telling you right now, it is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me, but it's because I truly believed in the vision. Like, I was like, I know what I want to accomplish now. Like, I know how what I want my life to look like. And I know in order to do that, I have to like keep pushing and keep believing in myself that I can do it. Have the like utmost confidence in yourself. And like I said, if you really believe that it could be something, you really just have to dive all in, like dive all in, because you don't want to look back and be like, fuck, I wish I did it.
Dude, man, like, first of all, love that answer. Yeah. I can resonate with that so personally, but yeah, like, I think the worst thing in life would to be on your deathbed living with regrets. And not even on your deathbed, just like living day to day having regrets. It's like, that is the one worst feeling I think in the entire world, aside from like mourning and grieving someone.
Totally.
I don't want that on my back. Like, I want to walk away from something knowing I gave it my all. I did my best. Yeah, the worst thing that can happen is you try it and nothing changed and you stay exactly where you are. Exactly. But like, the best case scenario is that you literally take off and your dreams get met and like you get to actually live the life that you wanted to create. And it's probably such a fulfilling feeling. And you're only just beginning.
Oh yeah.
You're just starting out. You know what I'm
starting.
saying? Like,
yeah.
Oh, I really like that answer. It's
Thank
so true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Just go for it. Go all in, tune out all the noise. You really never know what could happen.
Don't, unless you put yourself out there. The people that are scared to put themselves out. Third time's a charm. The people that are scared to put themselves are.
Oh my god. No, you're good. Don't worry.
The people that are scared to put themselves out there
you go.
are the ones that are gonna be left behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta just do it. You gotta try.
Totally.
You know?
Totally.
Failure is a part of life, and I think that's the pushing factor to make you want to do better and to do more and to really exceed your goals and your limits.
Totally.
So,
no, I totally agree.
Love that. Well, on that note, thank you so much for joining us on this Playdate today.
This was awesome.
It was a pleasure to have you, truly, like genuinely. I mean it from the bottom of my heart, man. Like, it's been such a joy talking to you again and like hearing everything that's happened from like, what was it, like 2022 or 2023?
Yeah.
I think it was 2022. We last interviewed you. And so much has obviously happened, and it's just incredible to watch your story grow and evolve. And like, truly, it's amazing and so powerful to witness. So like, thank you for coming on, because you're an inspiration to me. And I know everyone else out there who's watching this, like, they're going to resonate with it. They're going to take something away. And you truly are an inspiration to so many, man. And you should be so proud of yourself.
Thank you so much.
And what you've built. And it's only just beginning. So
thank you.
Thank you.
That was so sweet. No,
thank
I had
you.
a blast. Honestly, this was really nice.
Hell yeah. Cheers to that, brother.
Cheers to that. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Guys, that is all for today. But again, thank you to Gina, and thank you to the audience for watching and joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, and lots more on the way. Lots of really cool guests on the way that I can't wait to share with you guys. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.